So where did you come from?
I'm from Germany,
Which school?
Free University of Berlin.
Oh wow. So you transferred here or like through which program?
No, I'm doing an exchange program
Oh wow. So just for 1 quarter, right?
for a year. So I came in September and I'm staying until July.
So what's the process if somebody from Germany wants to come here? Like what's the process?
Okay, so I had to apply within my German university and they want like letters of recommendations and then they want to see what is your motivation, what are your grades, and so on and so on. And then a UC school has to pick you and they come back to you. So that's how it works.
So you applied at UC Berkeley, UCLA, and all UCs?
Yes, I could do a ranking. UCLA was my first choice, of course. So I'm very happy that I got in.
So how do you see the culture of your Germany school, which is in Berlin, and here in Los Angeles? How do you compare both of them?
It's very different because in Berlin people live like all across the city, whereas here everybody's in Westwood around the campus. And people here are very focused. They don't smoke. Like in my school in Berlin, you go out of class and like people lit their cigarettes and like it's a bit more chill. I feel like.
And how's the academic? How is the academic culture over there and over here?
Also very different because we're in a semester system in Berlin and then here we have quarters, so everything is very tight and stressful. And people are very focused on getting good grades.
What's your major?
Philosophy.
Oh wow! So all that Socrates and Aristotle kind of stuff.
Yes, that kind of stuff.
So how do you see the culture of UCLA?
I like it. I love it. Yeah, it's fun. Like I don't know, people have a lot of hobbies. There's a lot of sports. I love the food in the dining hall. People are very kind and open. So I feel very, very comfortable here. I enjoyed it a lot.
And what about the professors? I've heard like usually people say the UC professors are not that don't teach that well. They're like busy in their research and stuff. Do you have the same experience or was it different?
No, I totally disagree. I have a great experience with the professors actually. They're very engaging, they answer my questions, and I feel like they really want to support the students and get the best out of them. So I'm very happy with the professors here.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. And last question, like, what about the grades from your Germany school? Did you transfer those grades, or how did that work?
So I can transfer the grades from here to my German school, so they'll give me credits for what I do here. I mean, as long as it fits into the modules that I'm supposed to do. But yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the time. So first of all, you guys have to tell me the names of the school where you're from and which state are you guys from.
My name's Kai. I went to Acalanes High School in Lafayette, California.
My name is Hasitha. I went to Riverside High School in Virginia.
I'm Joe. I went to the Performing and Fine Arts Academy in Sacramento.
I'm Hannah. I went to Limbrook in San Jose, California.
So what is the best thing you like about this campus?
I love how there's so many different places to study and the food is amazing.
I like the actual campus. I think it's really pretty and it puts a smile on my face every day.
Yeah, I like the inverted garden, like it over there, in the sculpture garden.
I love brick buildings.
So how do you define like the culture at UCLA?
I would say it's very diverse. Like you can really find anything that you want to do and there's a group for it and you can always have something to do.
Yeah, I also agree. I feel like there's not one single culture. There's like multiple different things going on and you can like be part of whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I feel like there's enough going on here and enough people that you find your groove. There's like different ideas for everybody.
I like that people here support each other and are there to lift each other up and help each other achieve their goals.
So like this is like a little bit harder question I'm going to ask. Like, what would you advise someone who's applying to UCLA?
I would definitely say use your skills and your experience in whatever you've done to your advantage because any chance to stand out is the best way to have a shot at getting in.
I would say be well-rounded, like in high school, like do different things, show the people like that you are interested and good at different things,
I think just like put yourself into your essays. Like, just I don't know that all the like little things matter so much. It's just them liking you.
I'd say write a story with your application, link all your hobbies together, make a theme.
So when we guys are talking about theme and like putting everything together, um, is there any formula of putting everything together, or how does it work?
The only formula that I was told by a counselor was don't repeat yourself. So anything that provides new information, add, but don't repeat yourself because you have very little space.
For me, it was just like be real. Like I used the college essays to just like completely be myself, because realistically, if I don't get into a school and if I was completely myself, it's not a fit for me anyways. So it's like show your true self.
Yeah, I don't think like you don't want to be painting a picture that's not you. Just stay true to what you're doing and what you want, and you'll get into the school that you need to.
I don't know, I applied the night before it was due.
Me too.
So how many AP classes did you guys take? What was your guys' GPA at school?
I think I took 8 APs and 3 college courses during high school. I don't remember my GPA, probably like 4.2 or something like that.
I remember taking dual classes and AP classes. I don't remember how much, but it was probably around like 5 or 6. And I think my GPA was around a 4.3.
I think well, I didn't have APs at my school, so none. And I think I had like a 4.0. Yeah.
I think I took one AP, AP Calc, and probably a 3.7 GPA.
Wow, yeah, because like when I got in 2020, I think mine was also 4.0, and the people I met in like comments and everywhere, they all were valedictorians. So yeah, the you really need good stats at least to get in. Are there any specific AP classes or specific courses you guys will ask people to take before they're applying?
I would say it's really helpful to take an AP Math, an English, and a History because it satisfies early requirements in your degree and you can get started on your major work sooner if you just get it over with.
I would say, yeah, I agree. Like you need to take AP English and then AP Math class and hopefully score well on the AP exams to like show that you're well-rounded. And then those scores also, like, I didn't have to take a few classes because it qualified some credit. So yeah.
Yeah.
Take what you can without stressing yourself out. Helps a lot with getting G's out of the way.
Perfect. Thank you so much, guys, for your time. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, guys, I just found an alumni of UCLA. So, which year did you graduate, and how was your journey?
Yeah, I graduated 1999. That's right, a century ago. Yeah, 1999.
So, how do you see the differences now and back then in 1999?
Well, I mean, besides the obvious, like there was not really much internet. Well, I mean, internet was kind of started my freshman year or so, something like that. It was called Bruin Online.
Yes.
Yeah, and so I mean, everything is besides all that because everybody's connected to the phone, all that stuff, and just taking a tour. There's a lot of like resources when it comes to online. I'm sure you could probably just use your app to get stuff or whatever, find things. Big differences are, I mean, just a lot of buildings, obviously, a lot of like renovations, a lot of things that have popped up. Looks really new. We're about to go to the dorms. I know we're going to be eating at a dorm area that I've never eaten at. I stayed in Sproul Hall, right, like 2 years, triple. And then we're eating at Bruin Plate, which I've never heard of, but it apparently got a lot of stars on Yelp. Anyway, so there's a lot of places that are new, obviously, a lot of things. Students are all, I mean, they look amazing. They're just like, it looks like a great campus still. So they kept up with the campus. I really enjoy being back. It's been nostalgic, kind of thinking back and stuff. Yeah. But I don't know if there's any other. I'm sure there's a lot of differences in terms of generations, in terms of people. A lot of like tech stuff. I'm sure like people are really into now. Yeah. Any other questions with that?
So your freshman year was 1995 then?
That's correct. Good math. 1995.
So I've heard that it's what internet says that UCLA is pioneer of internet. So back in 1995. How are you guys getting accustomed or acclimated to this kind of change?
Wow, this is taking me back. Okay, so like when I went to college, right? This is when I first heard of like email. I was like, what is this? You can email someone? You don't have to write a letter? What? So when I got here, yes, Bruin Online was started during that time. and it was just like, what is this? The internet? It's not even a Wi-Fi back then. It's just internet. And I realized like I can have an email account, and I wish I did. And I was like, wow, I could email people. They get it within like seconds. That was revolutionary for me. I was like, that is amazing. We used to just use the phone. I still did. I used the phone to call people. Hey, you want to eat at Sunset or whatever? And we would meet up and stuff. But yeah, that was just kind of the first exposure to internet. It was just like, wow, this is really connecting people from all over the world. I actually remember I went to a computer center or something, places with computer that you could use, because I didn't have a laptop or anything at that point. And I was just using it to like chat with people. You go to like these group room chats or whatever and chat with people all over the world, like randomly, anonymously. And I was just super amazed that I could do that sitting here at UCLA, typing a chat and talking to strangers all over the world. You know, it was revolutionary, right? Obviously, here we are now. We're connected. You're recording me through this phone, this supercomputer device. It's amazing, right? We've come a long ways.
Yeah,
long ways. Run online. Yeah.
So how did you guys apply back then? Because there was no UC application. How did you guys apply? From where did you get that application? Where do you guys submit that application?
This question's making me feel old, man. So we have this thing called paper and pen, right? Literally. I remember having applications as like a few pages, and the crazy thing is I had to write with a pencil first to, you want to make sure you don't have any mistakes, right? Oh. And then I would write over with a pen and kind of erase the pencil. Dude, that's what we did. Paper and pen. That's how. In fact, you know how you guys probably use online to get classes? Yes. We use this thing called URSA. I forgot what it's called or what it's stand for. But basically, we would phone in to type in numbers in order to try to get our classes. We would wait for her to say, this class is full, or like, you're on the wait list, or something. She'll tell you. But we use this phone system called URSA before every quarter to get the classes that we're trying to get. That's in the olden days when there's like black and white dinosaurs roaming. Yeah.
And were the classes also like 300 people back then, or how many people?
I mean, if it's lecture halls, like big classes, I mean, you have hundreds of people in the big lecture halls, right? I mean, they have the big lecture halls here. But we have, I forgot, it's called sections, or in the middle of the week where you would just have maybe 15 people for the sections or whatnot, taught by a TA or something like that. So they have those small classes, but then the big ones, you could be one of many as well, which to me was exciting. I love being in a big university. I love being back. Yeah.
So once you submit the application, how did you know that, you got in?
Okay, I don't know. My question: How do you get in now? Like, is it probably through online?
Yeah. So right? now there's like UC application, and they send you an email that hey, you can see your like decisions are updated, and it's how it works. That's how it works.
So back in the day, in the 90s, right? So we would wait by our mailbox. Okay, we would wait at the mailbox. No, seriously. So that's the thing. Okay, you would wait for all the colleges that you apply to. If you get a small letter in the mail, you already know you didn't get in, right? If you get a big package in the mail, a big packet, like a big envelope, you knew you were in. So I remember I applied for 4 UCs. I only did one application, one paper application though, mind you. And then I'm waiting for these UCs, so Berkeley I didn't get into. Back then, Berkeley was harder. I think it's different now, maybe. On the same day I got the small letter for Berkeley, I got the big packet for UCLA. Okay. And I was like, oh, but that's okay because I don't really want to go here. Yes! Like, literally in the mail, big packet. I was super happy. You open it up, welcome, all that stuff, right? That's how you knew back then. Big packet, you're in. Small letter, you're out.
So you have been in a phase where there was a revolution, right? Do you think UCLA prepared you for such a big revolution? Because then computer age came, digital world came up. Do you think like the classes you took at UCLA actually prepared you for the new age?
Okay, that's a good question. I think to answer your question about did UCLA prepare me, I would say yes. I'm not so sure it was the classes per se, but being here with other students, right? Going through it together where we're all like learning at this time, like what is the internet? What are we using this for? All that stuff. And I mean, I remember my roommates, right? They had computers and they were, letting me use them. I'm learning about how this whole internet thing works. We were using back then, right? Now, I don't know, we use like Instagram or Facebook Messenger to talk with each other. Back then it was it was this thing called ICQ. it was anyway. It was this instant messenger thing. I remember learning that while I was here, and then as I was graduating, then there was this thing called AIM, which is AOL Instant Messenger. That became a thing too, and so just learning like you can chat people like on the spot. That was neat. So I would say during that time, during that season, like together with other friends, other roommates, and all that stuff, being on the computer, we're just learning this together, navigating. What does that look like, right? What does it look like to communicate with people right next to you, or across from you, across the universe, whatever, not universe, but the world. Yeah, so we're all kind of learning that together. And I think, I'm trying to think about the classes preparing me, but at least just being here, during this time in college. Yeah.
Oh wow! Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much. I really
welcome.
appreciate it. Thank
I
you so much.
realize you talking to me is like you meeting a time capsule.
Sorry.
Whoa, what's going on back in the day?
Okay.
But it's good talking to you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate
Thank
your
you.
questions.
Thank you.